Morning folks, how we going? Rowdy hikers back. Our plan is
look, it's hard being the official cameraman for the Rowdy hiker, you know. Like Santa coming down a chimney.
right. Please make sure I don't leave me cake for lunch.
One step at a time, brother.
There we have it, folks. Nothing spectacular up the top here. Did you enjoy it? I hope Mrs. Rowdy does not watch the video. Here we are then, folks. Another adventure over. Morning folks, how we going? Rowdy hikers back. And guess where we are? Yep, we're back at Ben Lomond National Park. Just about to go up to Jacob Ladder there. Go and have a crack up to go up there. But just wanted to show you this. This is Whymper Crag, and that's our destination for the day. So when I say our, yeah, I got the muppet with me again. Old average Joe over there, back on track, getting back out. He's been copping some flack about not doing enough. So yeah folks, Whymper Crag. That's exactly where we're going today. We're going to start from the Alpine Village, get Hamilton Crag on the way through, and then walk right along that ridge line. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Beautiful day, absolutely glorious day up here. So yeah, nice. There's a steep ledge behind me there. So our plan is to conquer this one here just in front of us first. That is Hamilton Crag. Then we're going to follow the ridge line right through, back out to that way over there, and that's Whymper Crag over there. So that's really nice thick there, coming that way up. So yeah, I think, yeah, that's it. Now I think along the fence line here to start off with, and then that makes the most sense, and then we'll go find our way. It's pretty thick, I'm a bit worried about you and your knees there. Ben Lomond swimming pool. Don't think so, because all those buildings there should have tanks in them. So all the tanks are inside the buildings, so they don't freeze up. I'm not sure what this is. Alright, 10 minutes folks, that's all it took. From the car over there, across that flat spot. Now we start the ascent up to Hamilton Crag. So very quick, very easy. It's not tracked, but there is a track, if you know what I mean. So just a quick question folks, while I'm thinking of it. Do you actually like the information I give about these lesser known peaks? You know, there's plenty of videos out there on, you know, the overland track, walls of Jerusalem and Mount Oster and Mount Anne and all those ones. But I thought I'll fill a niche and try to give you some information on those that aren't ables. Those little day walks that we like to duck out and do. They're just as valuable. Just as valuable for sure. So if you like that kind of stuff, and the fact that I'm doing something a bit different to everybody else, except for Tom, yeah, well, I'll keep doing it. Only give the public what they want.
Look, it's hard being the official cameraman for the rowdy hiker. You know, I've got to lug all this camera gear up and film him all the time. He's a superstar in the making, ladies and gentlemen. Only one of us can be a star, he says, and that's you, Richard.
I'm one star.
Yep.
Right, that looks like a good way to go. That way looks interesting. Boot marks go this way as well. Yeah, that's the more acceptable way. I was just having a look. Here we go, folks, making our way up to this very impressive camp. It's such a so-called insignificant peak. Very impressive. There we go. Hamilton Crag. Done and dusted. There you go. That's the gateway over there. The lookout. Mount Barrow. Direction we're going to be heading very soon. Whymper Crag. Come around. Leaks Tor, right there. That's the monster. Rice Valley. Little hill. Ice's Peak. Stacks Bluff. That is impressive. That is impressive. Doesn't matter where you look at that mountain from.
Summit of Ben Lomond, and I was not expecting these views. Really spectacular. So yeah, no, thanks for bringing me along, Richard. This has made my day. Check out East Tower, West Tower.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Really nice. The cloud and fog just adds a little bit of drama to it. Yeah, but like Tom said, you got East Tower over there. West Tower is a little bit behind the cloud. Looks like St Patrick's Head over there in the distance. Mount Saddleback. St Nevis. Mount Barrow. Okay, first peak for the day. Where is it? There it is, right there. Hamilton Crag, or Stonechecks Peak, whichever you want to call it. Goes by both apparently. Depends on which list you're looking at. But now we'll follow Old Average Joe there and head that way out to Whymper Crag, which is the one right out near the lookout. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm very happy with this one. Very good. So we'll climb straight. He's right. Never going to tell him that though, but he's right.
Oh, it was a long way down.
Maybe it's wide enough for my fat ass to fit down. As I said, hope it's wide enough for my fat ass to fit down.
It's like Santa coming down a chimney.
Right, please make sure I don't eat cake for lunch. Not dropping the camera down that crevice, although it's probably easy to get to be honest. How you going there, Tom?
Yeah, good mate.
Good. One step at a time, brother. Right, we're travelling pretty well, folks. Well, I think we are anyway. That's all that matters. Oh, look out. Oh! Right, what you're looking at there is Hamilton Crag. To be honest, it does not look much from the ski village, but you get out here and it's really impressive, isn't it? Once again, if you like what you see, drop a comment, drop a like and a subscribe, and yeah, I'd really like to, I don't generally do this, but I'd really like to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm at 142. so if we get to 200, thanks for your support, that's all I can say. Okay, so this is what we're doing at the moment, a little bit of scrub bashing. This is not a peak that everybody goes and visits apparently. Ooh, yeah, up, mate, up. Not for the faint-hearted. Oh, look at it. Oh. No, this is okay, this is tough going. I'm not even joking. This is pretty full on. Definitely not a novice hiker. At the moment, we are 107.3 metres. Right.
Very frustrating.
Very intense, this one. Very intense.
Short legs.
Just go down one little bit further. Oh, just there. Yep. These rock formations are pretty cool. Step back and let Tom go through the gateway there. Very cool.
Wedge tail before. Hoping to see him, but there's the top
There's
right
the top
there.
there. That's Whymper Crag.
Whymper Crag.
Not for wimps. There we have it, folks. Nothing spectacular up the top here in the way of rock cans. Spectacular views though. Sitting on top of the world, folks. Yeah, here on Whymper Crag. So just a bit of a review for this one. It's definitely not for the faint-hearted. Lots of boulder climbing, and the boulders have big drops between them as well, so if you've got little legs or not sure of your footing, it does make it very difficult. On a scale of difficulty, it's definitely up there. It would be moderate to difficult for reasonably experienced walkers, and probably some rock climbing ability as well if you wanted to go a more difficult way. But is it worth it? Yep, definitely worth it. The views up here are absolutely spectacular. There's nobody about because nobody wants to come here probably. Yeah, but I found it quite enjoyable. Tom did suffer a little bit. He got a little bit frustrated because I made it look easy, I suppose. That would be the main thing about it. Bigger legs, and I've got more reach, so I should have took that into consideration. Probably should have slowed down a bit and go a bit more of a hand, so that's on me. But anyway, we've got to get back out, and yeah, I'll be helping him a lot more that way, that's for sure. But what did you think, Tom? Like, apart from being a bit of a shit show,
yeah.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the challenges?
This one, I'm gonna have to say no for being short. This one, the view is totally worth it. This is spectacular up here, but I'm gonna be totally honest and say No, I haven't. I just found it basically some of these boulders are just, there's too big a drops on the side of them. So luckily I do have some experience getting down, not a lot, but some. And I managed, you know, with Richard's help. But at the same time, you know, I'm not a novice. I'd say I'm intermediate, you know, level bushwalker. I'd say, you know, intermediate. And yes, this is doable. Yes, but it's not easy. That's all I can say, you know. And yeah, I am capable of doing quite a bit. But I'm glad Richard was there on this one, because the last peak just over here, I did turn around and I thought, no, I'm not doing it. But Richard kept me motivated and yeah, spurred me on. So yeah, no, it's worth doing, but it's enjoyable. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say no. I'm going to have to say a 2 out of 10 for enjoyability. But sitting up here and being in this spot is a 10 out of 10 though. So, you know, overall, 5 out of 10. I'd say if you put those two together and average them out, it's about a 5 out of 10 really.
Is that what they call you, average Joe?
Yeah, well, I haven't been in a good mood. Lucky Richard's here cracking jokes, so yeah.
Oh dear.
It's going to be a long trip back.
So there you have it, folks, a very average hike in average Joe's eyes. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I enjoy the challenges. So I do have a bit more experience than Tom, so I should have took that into account. But yeah, no, it is spectacular up here. Like yeah, that's all I can say. Like it is truly magnificent. So I wouldn't do it as a solo hike, because like a lot of these areas, you would, you know, if something did happen, nobody would know you're there. Like you wouldn't get very many second chances, that's for sure. So having said that, I hope Mrs. Rowdy does not watch the video, because she was telling me not to go back out again if that's the case. Yeah. Anyway, folks, there won't be much filming on the way back. Going to really concentrate on getting back in one piece and giving Tom a hand and keeping his spirits up. And oh, speaking of spirits, I should get to crack the rum out. I think I've earned it. Yeah. And whatever you do, folks, remember, stay rowdy. Oh. There's the car. Nice. Been a pretty good day. Bit of effort required. Bit of patience required. But yeah, no, it's been good. I think it has. Old mate back there, where is he? There he is. Still not sold on it. I'll have to try harder next time to sell it. But no, well, here we are then, folks. Another adventure over. Thanks for watching.